Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. We're going to talk a little bit about reflection in our sessions. And if you know what that means or looks like, if you're already doing it, awesome. I would love to hear about your experiences doing it so you can share it with everybody here. If not, then we're going to do a little mini example. Not a really long video today, a really quick one. If you don't know who I am, I'm Tracy Brown. I'm a somatic nutrition dietitian, a tune eating specialist, and I do a lot of just mentorship and supervision and coaching for dietitians and coaches. So let's get started with our video today. Let's jump right in. So reflection, of course, is you kind of being a mirror for what your clients are doing, saying, feeling, believing. And for me, I use it as obviously a intervention to show where there's incongruence with what the client says they want to be having happen and what's actually happening, if there's incongruence in basically how they're feeling actually versus what they say they're doing and feeling, and how all that is messing with their food, essentially. Okay, so let's give a little quick example that you might hear this a lot. Okay, so you're in a session, I'm going to be looking at some notes, and you're in a session and your client has had maybe somebody cancel plans on them the day of a lunch out or an evening out or something they had planned, and it's been planned for a while. When my client was told about this, she said she told her friend, "No, okay, no problem, no big deal," and then she ended up staying home and binging. So, in the session, this person reported the incident, but it felt like a movie to me. It's like there's no signs of frustration, sadness, disappointment. In fact, sometimes our clients will tell us these things and it feels like a movie, like it's something they're telling you that happened, but it didn't happen to them. Okay. And so a focus, of course, in our work is not just what they're doing with their food, but also to be able to point out where they're struggling with an ability to name their feelings or suppress their feelings, because that's leading to the food issue. Okay. And so I feel like my job is to help just bring some awareness. I'm not doing the therapy on that issue of why that's hard, but it's just to bring it to the surface. And I know all my therapist supervision people that I work with personally really encourage me to do this, to be honest. So because it makes their job easier when that's already out in the open and they can just get in there with it. So here's an example of what you might say. I might even ask, well, what was that like for you? How did that feel? When your friend canceled so late, and your client might say, well, it's okay. I might say, okay, huh. What I'm noticing, I know you're saying that you felt okay, but what I'm noticing that after that happened, according to your food journals here, or when I asked you earlier about how your food went this weekend, you feel like you binged a lot more than usual. Can you tell me more about this? And you see what they say. If they say, I don't know, maybe it's not related, you can say, well, I'm kind of wondering if it was really okay and how that might have felt, for, somebody to cancel on you last minute. That's something you were really looking forward to. I'm just really curious about that. So you might leave it there. If they don't give you much and there's repression and it might not be conscious, I might say, especially with a client who is really suppressed, really just can't connect with much genuine emotion, I might say, if I were in your shoes, I might feel disappointed about something I was really looking forward to that just didn't happen. I might be mad, depends on the circumstance and situation, but I definitely think I'd be disappointed. I don't know, how about you? And just see what happens. And by continually connecting a person's eating with their inability to acknowledge or express their feelings, you're just kind of pointing out the inconsistencies with how people say they feel versus how they're showing they feel through the language of food and body. So it also gives you a chance to validate that feelings are normal. We all have them. We're humans. They're not inherently good or bad. They just are. And basically, I want people to know that it's possible to separate out how we feed ourselves with how we try to express, and it doesn't have to be through food, either restricting because we're not getting needs met, or binging because we're not getting needs met. So I hope this quick little video, instructional video, helps you know that like you can go there. And I'm gonna go deeper in other sessions. Like, okay, once you open that up, what do I do with their binging? And we'll talk more about that in the next video. So thank you so much and take care.